Dear son, it's just me again. I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's time for another letter from Mom. Sometimes it's just easier to put pen to paper because it helps me express what I cannot say to you the few times I see you in person. But you should know, you are missed, and I wish things were different. Even though I cannot help you the way you'd like me to, I am grateful for you introducing your dad and I to Michelle and Mason. I've always been a caregiver. I've always wanted to be a caregiver. My friends say I collect strays. My husband, Kevin, says he's one of my strays. We've been married for 37 years. We have one biological child, one adopted child, and now we also have Michelle and Mason that we have adopted into our family. I met Michelle and her son Mason as she was a friend of my son's, and she was going through addiction recovery and needed a place to stay. If Mason wasn't there, I don't know if that would have happened, and it was about Mason and having a secure place for a child to be. They had no place to go, and we had a heart to give back and be a caregiver and bring them into our lives, and it was the right thing to do.
So when I first came here and met Linda and Kevin, I was always on edge. I was angry a lot of the time. It was really difficult for me trying to not only heal from my trauma, but relearn how to live with my brain injury.
She had a lot of brain injuries in her life. She had a car accident, there were abusive relationships. There's brain trauma in addiction, and so it's like a scar. Your nerves can't go through it. You have to learn to make pathways around it. So we worked on creating new pathways for her to be a good mother and a calm person. And we do have a word that if she's starting to get there, I'll just tell her to breathe.
My life has changed since I met Linda and Kevin in amazing ways. Linda talked to me about having a brain injury through her nursing career, and I also got to see what it was like with somebody else because Kevin also has experienced a brain injury. So I got to see it from both perspectives, and I learned a lot about myself and how to heal and cope with the things I struggled with.
They moved in for 6 months and moved into our hearts and never left.
I'm back working again. I'm no longer struggling in my addiction anymore. I have a healthy relationship with my son. They've helped me overcome lots of my trauma just by being here with me.
I think to some degree it's been therapeutic because, again, it really helps me understand my son's addiction. And while we can't help Derek, who is still in active addiction, we're really blessed that we can help somebody else who has been through that path. There's always hope that he can overcome his addiction because she overcame hers. So she's given us a lot of hope in that respect. Son, you are often on my mind and heart. I know you are struggling, and we all want so much more for you. We all miss you, Grandma, your dad, and I. I hope to see you soon. And if I don't, I will write another letter to keep for the next time I see you. With all my heart, Mom.